Welcome to Queen Mary High School virtual classes. I'm Mrs. Noshaba Sheikh, your geography teacher. Today we are going to continue the second chapter, the sun, the earth and the moon. We have already seen the moon's position, perigee and apogee, as well as we have seen the phases of the moon in the last video. Students, today we are going to study and learn about eclipse. This is our beloved planet, the Earth, on which we live. And this is the natural satellite of Earth, the Moon. As we already know that the Moon revolves round the Earth and the Earth revolves round the Sun. So indirectly, the Moon is revolving round the Sun. When the Earth and the Moon are revolving around their orbital path, they come in one straight line, and that is when the eclipse occurs. Students, we have already studied about solar eclipse in the previous video. Just do a short recap. When the moon comes in between the sun and the earth, we experience solar eclipse. The shadow of the moon is cast on the earth, that is on new moon day. It is called as solar eclipse. The three has to be in the straight line. That is, the moon should be between the sun and the earth. The darker region of the shadow is called as umbra, whereas the lighter shadow of the region is called penumbra. Now, whenever you are observing a solar eclipse, you need to take care that you wear special goggles. Otherwise, it will be harmful for your naked eyes. Now, see the shadow, that is the umbra and penumbra. Now, if you are in the penumbra region, you will experience partial eclipse because the moon is not able to cover the entire sun. And that is the reason that we can see partial solar eclipse. But when we are on the umbra region, the moon covers the sun entirely and the sun becomes invisible. Therefore, we experience total solar eclipse. The next one is lunar eclipse. Now, slowly and steadily, when the moon is revolving on its orbital path, it comes in one straight line. And when it comes in one straight line, the earth is between the sun and the moon. It is then we experience the lunar eclipse. Now, during the lunar eclipse, as we can see on the screen, the earth is between the sun and the moon, and a shadow of the earth is cast on the moon. So when the moon is traveling in the lighter shade, that is the penumbra region, we experience partial lunar eclipse. And when it is passing through the darker region, that is umbra region, we experience total lunar eclipse. The shadow is cast by the earth on the moon. Now, what happens when the moon is in the umbra region? That means the darker region. The source of the light from the sun, it falls on the earth and then it gets scattered because it is traveling from the atmosphere of the earth. And because of that, only the red light passes through the earth to the moon and the rest of the light gets scattered away. And that is why we see the red color moon, which is also called as blood moon. The most important topic is the condition for occurrence of eclipse. Now, when do the eclipse occur? It does not occur on every new moon day, neither on every full moon day, even if they are in the same line. Why is it so? It is because the orbital path of the moon is also tilted. Now, on every new moon day, the moon does not cast the shadow on the earth. Therefore, the eclipse does not occur. Similarly, on the full moon day, the earth does not cast the shadow on the moon. Therefore, the eclipse does not occur. Either the moon is up or the moon is down. It does not fall in the shadow and therefore the eclipse does not occur. Now let us do a quick recap of solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. Observe the figure on your screen. For the solar eclipse, the moon should be in between the earth and the sun, and it happens only on new moon day. Whereas for a lunar eclipse, the earth should be between the sun and the moon, and it happens only on a full moon day. What's important is that all the three bodies should be in one straight line and in the same plane. There are many superstitions related to eclipse which prevailed in the olden days as well as in the modern days. Students, we should never believe in superstitions. It is wrong. We should always believe in fact, that is science. Students, we have completed our second chapter, the sun, the earth and the moon. Time for the exercise which you need to solve in your notebook. Go through this, find the answers and write down in your notebook. To draw a neat and labeled diagram of lunar eclipse in your notebook. Interesting fact about the eclipse. An annular solar eclipse which occurred on June 21, 2020. This was the first solar eclipse of 2020. I hope you have also observed it, and it was visible in parts of North India. The rest of the country observed a partial eclipse. You know very well that solar eclipse occurs when the moon is between the sun and the earth. There are total 3 types of solar eclipse: total, partial and annular. In annular solar eclipse, the moon covers the sun from the center. In annular solar eclipse, the position of the moon is in apogee. That means it is at the farthest point. Therefore, it is not able to cover the entire sun, and therefore we can see the ring-like structure. It is popularly known as ring of fire. Observe solar eclipse through dark glasses or special goggles. Stay home, stay safe and study well.